There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strapped in, it's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. McMillan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force. Anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, McMillan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know it's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, Jeff. Remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 22. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw. McMillan. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. McMillan. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. McMillan. Well, ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Bonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Bonds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the give is Nwangu.
Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he goes out right around the 39.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And brought in by the tight end, Kuhn. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off play action. McMillan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Caught out right by Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
back to throw again. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Nwangu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Buying time to his left.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On second and goal, Herbert. Flush to his right.
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, McMillan. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Off play action. McMillan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. On third down, McMillan able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 11 now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. McMillan. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, McMillan.
They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to the running game with Jacobs. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McMillan.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Gary and Conley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, McMillan. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Raiders. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder whip.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McMillan. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and 2, McMillan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense
defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.